Okay, looking at number 40 here. N pi times cosine of n pi. Well, looking at that, cosine of n pi, let's see, cosine of 0 is 1, cosine of pi is -1, cosine of 2 pi is 1. So this is going to go, this factorial will go from -1 to +1. I think I could just write this as n pi, and that cosine of n pi just plays this role of a factor of -1. And let me see if I can get that power right. When n is 1, this will be a negative sign, so I think I just need that. Okay, well, so cosine n pi is just another way of getting an alternating sign, -1 and +1. This is not going to converge, right? Right, the absolute value of this is going to grow without bound. Let's see, does not converge. Since for any L in R, there is no capital N in the natural numbers such that. Okay, so the idea is to show that our sequence does not converge to L. And so we'll say the distance between L and our sequence, -1 to the n pi, less than, and then we need to choose some epsilon here. I have a feeling pi is going to come up a lot, so I'll use pi for all n greater than n. Okay, so no matter which capital N we choose, you just can't make this true for all lowercase n that are bigger than that. So for example, let's take two things that are bigger. If 2k minus 1, an odd number, and 2k are greater than this particular n that we might be picking on at the moment, then the system of inequalities L. Now let's see, if we're using 2k minus 1, that is going to be an odd number, and we are going to have a plus in pi here. Right, a negative sign coming from the odd power. And I keep doing this, I should say 2k minus 1 times pi. Pardon me there. Less than pi. And the other equation will have simply 2k in it, and that will be 2k pi. This time we'll have a minus sign, right? Less than pi. Okay, so I'm thinking that this system of equations is going to have no solution. Let's combine the system of equation into one thing using this bracket, and then that system of equations is the same as this. Let's see. We've got to have between pi and negative pi L plus 2k minus 1 times pi. Okay, and that's going to be bigger than negative pi. And then down here, between pi and negative pi, we've got to have L minus 2k pi. Okay, now in turn, that system is equivalent to putting L by itself. Looks like I need to have pi minus 2k minus 1. 2k minus 1 pi. Okay, so, wrong direction. Sorry. Greater than L, and then I need to have negative pi minus 2k minus 1 pi. that'll be the first of the two inequalities. And then this guy, oh, what did I do? K and then K? That's not right. Pi K. 2K, 2K pi. 2K pi. There it is. Now, L is going to be in between pi plus 2K pi and negative pi plus 2K pi. Okay. And let's see here. And that is in turn equivalent to, can I just simplify things a little bit right here? We've got a pi. I think I have pi minus negative 1 pi. This is 2 pi, so I think I have 2 minus 2k pi's in total. And that first line, L's between that and over here. Looks like I've got negative 1 pi. So that's a positive pi. Oh, that's just going to get rid of that. So I think over here I just have a negative 2k pi. All right. The second equation, combining these, this is 2k plus 1 for sure. 2k plus 1 pi's, and L will be between that and 2k minus 1 pi. 2k minus 1 pi. So, it occurs to me that you'll probably immediately see that these intervals are just not going to work. 2k, 2 minus 2k, and negative 2k. 2k plus 1, k minus 1. So both of these are of width 2 pi, and I think they're just in totally different places. All right, this is an interval of width 2 pi, centered at, well, let's see. Here's negative 2k pi, and then you add on 2 pi to that, and you'll have 2 pi plus negative 2k pi. All right, so this first inequality says that L is somewhere in there. Now, I realize that the width of that is 2 pi, independent of what k is. Similarly, over here, the width of this guy is 2 pi, independent of what k is, but 2k is positive and negative 2k is negative. So I would say we're pretty well guaranteed that 0 is over here, and that somewhere out there in the positive region, 2k pi is sitting here. 2k minus 1 pi will be there, and yeah, so I think that there is just no solution. No solutions. Okay, we could probably think about this a little bit more and put in extra inequalities right here and say that the smallest k could be as something, and the largest k could be as something. But I'm pretty content with this, that negative 2k pi will always be a negative number, and 2k pi will always be a positive number, so we're really just getting two disjoint intervals here.